I want you to be honest with me. I'm honest with you guys. I want you to be honest with me. How many times have you fantasized about being this exact man? I mean, we're talking like nuclear war, nuclear fallout, nuclear winter, biblical apocalypse. Maybe a bunch of AI just pushed all those red buttons, went a little crazy. However you imagine, maybe it's like a road scenario where it's just ash everywhere and people are barbecuing babies and it's just like, oh, you got a kid calling you papa. Whatever it is, how many times have you fantasized becoming this exact man? Old, but grizzled, with that old man strength. Long flowing locks, and just a stick. Going to Canada. But I gotta tell you, man, like, if you don't have hair now, if you're balding now, you're not gonna achieve this look. But what I will tell you, what I will present to you, is here's what you need to do. Like, once nuclear holocaust happens, and if you're a survivor, I mean, if you already have hair like this and you're old, you can survive anything. We should actually treasure those gentlemen. Like, oh my god, I saw a dude today with like a grade A mullet. I'm talking buzzed on top, flowing in the back. He should just get discounts wherever he goes, because that's an achievement. Wasn't balding anywhere. I analyzed and digitally categorized that mullet in my noodle. But here's what some advice I'll, give to you for free. Is once a nuclear holocaust, whatever happens, guess what place isn't going to be ransacked? Hair restoration clinics. That's right. You need to learn how to install hair plugs now, so that when the shit happens, you can just go in there and start, plugging stuff up yourself. Because that's the only way you're going to be able to beat this guy. And I mean, if I didn't reel you in with that, if you're like non-subbed already, when I just undid the hinges, oh god, I just lost it. You know what? Don't sub to me because I apparently can't say unhinged. But this is Old Man Hawkeye number 10. I've been praising this. I keep telling you fools to buy it, and I've checked the numbers. You're not. So like, what the fuck? We're almost at the end here. If you don't want to miss 11 and 12, hit that sub button, whatever you want to do. I'm not going to show everything because I do want to entice you to go get it. And you know what? I worry about Ethan Sachs. I wonder what garbage they're going to put him on after this. But let's go ahead and get into this. So I'm going to skip the first page. Not that eventful, but we got Clint and Kate. They're near the Canadian border. Whoa. I'm going to talk about this. So, like, don't even worry. Be like, oh, Lindsay, you missed it. I haven't? But thank you for looking out. They're near the Canadian border in the Rockies. They're lost. They make a joke about asking someone for directions because it's completely desolate. Just winter, wasteland. I mean, fresh powder if you got a snowboard or some skis. Because, I mean, once you achieve this, you can become like the world's best skier. Does Old Man Hawkeye ski or snowboard? Because he's kind of cool, so I want to say snowboard. But, answer below. And so they make a crack about asking someone for directions, and then guess what happens? Boom! I fucked that up. I didn't mean to show the Dead Man Logan advertisement, but you know what? Look at this. This thing exists. My bad. I meant to go, boom! We got a Sentinel here. Ooh, but you know what? He probably has a GPS. So this is the guy, like, if he could talk, can they? I can't recall, but he would know. You just gotta get in there, get some components, microchips, circuits, whatever. He's got GPS coordinates in there, but you know what? You're thinking, oh, these people aren't muties. Ethan Sachs has got you covered. Ethan Sachs, I haven't even mentioned this at all in all these videos. Ethan Sachs has more than one sack, plural. At least 2. This man has at least 2 sacks. And I can't believe I haven't brought it up. And I feel so sorry for him because he's going to be put on some shit book when this is done. Or be told to kick rocks because his writing is too good. Too good for Marvel right now. This man, if Ethan has 1 sack and he wants to go from room to room, he has to make multiple trips because the man, his balls are that large. It's weird that I'm bringing it up, but I love that. Like in 80s and 90s movies, I love shit where like it gets really serious and a guy says to another guy, how do you walk around? And you're like, oh god, he's gonna give him some shit about his personality or his addictions. with those big balls. It gets me every time. But you know what? These people, they're not muties. Ethan is already ahead of us. He knows. But these Mark II Sentinels were retrofitted decades ago to target by motion detection for hunting down rebels. So for the love of God, stand still. You're not going to do that. That's not going to happen. We got the fist coming at him. Plan B, stay cool. And then, Cage, she says, smile. You son of a bitch. That means two things. Kind of three things, but two things. Jaws exists in this alternate universe, which, thank God, because I don't want to live in a universe where Jaws doesn't exist. And yeah, I've read the book too, nerds. So calm your tits, but the movie is superior. Or, smiling and sons of bitches also exist. I'll take either. I'll take both of them. I'll take both of them, man. And then eventually, you know, this bullseye, heyo, gets right into the Sentinel. This thing crumbles. And what? Oh, it's got scorch marks on there. What kind of radiation is moonstones, power beams, and look, let's just put a pause on like this coolness right here. That moonstones, power beams just makes me think of Pokemon. So I don't feel threatened whatsoever. But this moon stuff is going to come back, and they realize they've been followed by these people. They've been following and listening. It's like, hey, if you just follow me. I know that literally the only sound is the wind, but don't eavesdrop on me when I'm hanging out with my homies taking down sentinels. Rude. It's just rude. So we find out that these people are basically the cult of Moonbeam. They call her mother, which, I don't know about that one, dog. Not too sure about that. And they say, no, wait, do I show this? Yeah, I gotta talk about this. So, look at this. Look at this. This guy has eyeball morning crusties all over, and guess what? This is not the man you want to be touching your face. I'll tell you that right now. You claim to know the mother of the moon? Okay, if somebody talks about the moon too much, I don't care if it's an ancient Egyptian, I don't care if it's Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, Ryan Gosling talking about that new movie, the director of that new movie, anybody who talks about the moon a lot, suspect. Get away from them. Sure, it's fun and kitsch, but once they start talking about the tides and cycles and being the mother of the moon, you need to get the fuck out of there. They probably got crystals everywhere. You don't need that person in your life. Just like, that's a warning sign. Somebody starts talking about the moon too much, check in on them. Check in on them, please. But if they keep coming at you with the moon stuff, you gotta drop them. Just drop them. World doesn't need them. So, you know, they're like, look, we'll give up all our weapons. It'll be fine. Which this is like, Ethan has given us life lessons here. Take this lesson home, kids. If somebody willingly gives up all their weapons, they have not. They have got their weapons. Look at this. This motherfucker is hiding an arrow right here. But you know what? If you're a bad guy and somebody pulls this, oh, we'll give you all the weapons. Here's what you do. You say, oh yeah? What about that thing in your boot? Now, you could look like an idiot if they don't have a thing in their boot, but could save you later. I mean, it happens in movies all the time. I mean, it's got to happen in real life where somebody goes, what about the knife in your pocket? And they're like, oh, I don't have one. And they turn the pockets inside out. And you're like, okay, I just had to be sure because I'm a bad guy. I'm just saying, be thorough in your badness. Let's not forget about Bullseye. He is hot on the trail. He's at the Canadian border. He kills some dudes for their fucking wicked snowmobile. That's good. See, I have this, like, eternal love of jet skis based on an amazing, like, 3 or 4 days I had as a child. I need a jet ski all the time. But a snowmobile close second, and then we see this. This is what I'm talking about here. I mean, I've never been to Canada. Yet. See, that's what you gotta do. You gotta put yet on stuff so you know, find reasons to live. But, like, I will be disappointed as fuck if I get there and, you know, the border crossing doesn't have gorilla skulls everywhere. Like, come on, how do you lose? Lets me know. They had gorillas there. Maybe they have so many gorillas that they're like, yeah, we can use skulls as decorations. Like, that, I pick everywhere I go based on the gorilla population. So I haven't been to a lot of places. Eventually they arrive to the moonbeams. Oh, God. And she emerges. Oh, this one guy, the guy who Braun was like, am I worthy? Am I worthy, Moonbeam? He gets called worthy. He gets a little Moonbeam blast to the dome. I mean, he's getting it from both sides. That's a good get. That's a good get if you're trying to praise your... Why? Praise your... I just went Asian there for a second. Please your Moonbeam goddess. What does she look like? Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You know what she looks like? She looks like the Venomized. Like I read Venomized #1. She looks like all of those. And even Kate's like, God damn, did you... Was there anyone you didn't sleep with? She looked different at the time. So what? How is she connected in this? You know, we know he's chasing down people who killed Alpha Flight. What's her role in this? She was a part of it, but she's got a little, you know, thing going on with Baron Zemo. He sent the Sentinels to kill her because she was supposed to be cut into the deal when they were dividing up territories. She got completely ousted because, you know what, she's a dumb woman. Women can't manage territories. Show me in history where a woman did that. You can't. And you won't. So they're like, yeah, but we want the territories to survive. So fuck it. So what she's planning on doing, she wants to kill Clint to prove to Bullseye, or no, prove to President Red Skull, shoutouts to him, that she's worthy by killing the last superhero. I mean, okay, Hawkeye's not really a superhero, let's be for real, let's be honest with ourselves, but if you kill 2 of them, does that equal 1, like, spider person from an alternate Earth? I mean, you be the judge. So she just starts going fucking crazy, but using her powers makes her crumble a little bit, so they try to reason with her. You can't. That arrow he hid comes in handy. It's pretty fantastic looking fight, but I do have to show this. We get this. Oh my god. They're all fused together. Ooh. That's not good. Fusing things is rarely good. Ever. And then we get cut back to another place. There's like a thing revealed that makes issue 11. I am hyped for it. So I didn't show a lot, but oh god. Don't you wish you had hair like that? I mean, I got locks, but it's not impressive for a woman to have locks because, like, they're supposed to. But you'll never be this unless you start scoping out how to, like, black market pamphlets on how to do hair plugs. I mean, you can be this, but you gotta put effort in. It's not gonna just happen overnight.